Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrat Maulana QAMAR Sahib Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Tuesday morning at about 9:30 a.m. at Baitul Azkar in Wasiabad, Allahabad, UP, India. Tuesday, the 25th of Jumadul Ula, 1444, corresponding with the English date, 20th of December, 2022. Hazrat Wala starts off this majlis and opens up by quoting the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "At-tahuru shatrul iman," that taharat is half of iman. This taharat, this concept, this department, we got it because of the barakat of the Anbiya alayhi mussalatu wassalam. Otherwise, we would have not known the importance of it. Hazrat Shah Wasiullah Sahib has even written a risala and booklet on this topic. You know, when Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib came across these ahadith and he gave a majlis on it, and he said that on the day of Qiyamah, the first thing that will be asked to a person is that regarding of his salat. And in the qabr, the first thing or first inquiry that will be made will be that about his taharat. When these type of ta'aleem came in front of him completely, then even when an old person, difficulty, some type of a container is kept for him that he relieves himself maybe in the room or this, etc., that where there could even be some atoms amount of some type of doubts of napaki and impurity, even that then he could not tolerate. Now the hadith comes that they are not being punished regarding something major. The one is that the person was not careful, rather he was careless when it came to that of taharat and keeping himself clean from urine. And the other one was that the person was going around backbiting and slandering. Now sometimes the thing is not major. It may seem small, like how Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was saying, to explain to us in our minds. And regarding the akhirat, the ma'ad, most definitely it is something very, very great. We also learn these little, small ahadith and sunnats that we practice upon. Here it is small, or maybe regarded or seem to be small for us, but on the day of Qiyamah, they are definitely, most definitely very, very great. When a person reaches old age, Hazrat Wala is saying, then there are many, many things that trouble them regarding the taharat and cleanliness, because that happens now. Today, there is much weakness and deficiency in this department of Paki and Taharat, and some go to extremism and ghulu as well. So much, I'm passing by and this person is sitting in the wuzu khana. He doesn't leave from there, he doesn't come into the masjid, he doesn't read his salat. I ask and I inquire about him. People say no, he's got now some doubt, due to which now the entire salat is abandoned and he does not read the salat. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself would take water and sprinkle it over that area. He himself done this here, because then shaitan comes to you and tells you, hey, something came out, it's feeling wet. And at that time, what do? You say that it is the wetness of that water I took and I sprinkled over that area. Now, Hazrat Tanvi has also completed the manzuma, the durood in poetic form, on this particular durood. And we quote it now. Salli ya Rabbi ala man li'uwaysim minhu tahur al-qalibu wal qalbu min al-adanasi रहमत भेज ए परवरदिगार इस ज़ात पर के उवैस उनसे जिस्म और कालिब सब मेल कुचैल से साफ हो गया. O Rabb, O Allah, send your durood and salawat, your blessings and your rahmat upon him, that personality by whom Uwais got his body and heart, cleansed of all sorts of dirt and filth. Allahu Akbar. When Maulana Siddiq Bandwi asked Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab for nasihat on one occasion, then he made talqeen and gave him gentle instruction towards this particular dua. Allahumma tahhir qalbi an ghayrika wa nawwir qalbi binuri ma'rifatika. O Allah, purify my heart from all other than you. Wa nawwir qalbi, and illuminate my heart. Binuri ma'rifatik, with the nur of your recognition. Sometimes we go to the masjid also, and then there is no proper intizam and arrangements for even something as istinja. Now here, when we do go for the chota istinja and bara istinja, you go for the small istinja, only to urinate. So many places you would see here in the indoor park, regarding that there, you would have it, just 3 walls. And there would be no door, meaning that a person sits in such a manner that he can relieve himself without anyone seeing him. But I am still then saying that they should put a curtain or a door, because many times it happens such that a person gets messed this way or that way, due to which he needs now to wash. And how can he do that? And there is so much now difficulty in all of that, isn't it? In the madrasas also, sometimes they don't have this type of intizam and arrangement. Alas, how come? You are teaching Dora Hadith, you are teaching Tirmizi, in which these ahadith are mentioned regarding taharat, this, that and the other. There is so much of intizam, but there is no proper intizam when we go and relieve ourselves and in the toilet. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab Hazrat Wala is saying that he taught us Tirmizi Sharif start to end, Ibn Majah start to end, Riyadus Salihin start to end, and of course Bukhari Sharif, but not complete. We did not complete the complete 13 volumes of Fathul Bari. So here, Salli ya Rabbi ala man li uwaysim minhu tahur al-qalib wal-qalbu min al-adanasi. O Rabb, send your blessings on him by whom Uwais got his body and heart cleansed of all sorts of dirt and filth. So here, if you study and you look deeply, you will find qalb and qalib, his heart and his body cleansed of all types of dirt and filth. We understand from this the importance of Zahiri Taharat and Batini Taharat. Now, just I quoted to you in the start that At-Tahuru Shatrul Iman, this Taharat and this cleanliness is half of your Iman. We learn from this that it's not only Batini Taharat, external Taharat, but rather Zahiri Taharat, but also it is also Batini Taharat, internal Taharat and Taharat of the heart. Now, Lawla Nubuwat, Ibn Qayyim has mentioned, Labatal al-Ma'ash wal-Ma'ad. If it was not for prophetic teachings, if the Anbiya alayhimus salatu was salam did not come, Lawla Nubuwat, Labatal al-Ma'ash wal-Ma'ad. We would not even know how to live. We would know nothing about how to stay, how to use, what is livelihood, what is business, etc. Ma'ash. and Ma'ad, I mean the Akhirat is there completely and totally. Our Akhirat would have been destroyed, but together with that, even our dunya. Don't you see Adam alayhi salatu wasalam, when his son committed the murder, then didn't you learn about how to make dafan? That even by a crow. Allahu Akbar. So Adam alayhi salatu wasalam was taught. Allah Ta'ala taught him in so much, so deep, so complete, so holistic, that the malaika were then unko hara diya, they were defeated. The Anbiya came, they even taught about istinja, how to cleanse oneself in the toilet. The Nabi does not only come. When I went to Aligarh, I spoke about this in depth. That the Nabi did not only come to give us teaching so that we can be successful in the Akhirat for Ma'ad. No, he came and he taught us about how to live in this world as well. This institute, I told them that this institute has been erected so that you people can learn about ma'ash. You can get your profession and you can do this and that and the other. But listen, so long as it is not coinciding with the ta'aleem of ma'ad, how we can get success for the akhirat, our deen, then this year is then rendered as dust, rather brought down to zero. Everything will be barbad, everything will be destroyed. If there was no nubuwwat, we would not even know how to eat. We would not know how to dress. We would not know anything about this dunya at all. Allah Ta'ala taught Idris alayhi salatu wasalam, so much so that the herbs and these type of plants even spoke out that I am the cure of this, I am the cure of that. Didn't all this type of silsila of tib even come from the Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam? So if it was not for the Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam, we would not know how to bury. We would not know even how to use a plow in the fields. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq and the hidayat of understanding Deen Mateen, this great deen of ours. So I was saying, Ashatru at-taharatu shatrul iman, that taharat is half of iman. So the batini taharat, cleansing of the heart. Allahumma tahhir qalbi an ghayrika. Oh Allah, cleanse my heart, purify it from all other than you. Remove everything in it, everything other than you. Only you must remain. وَنَوِّرْ قَلْبِي بِنُورِ مَعْرِفَتِكَ, and illuminate my heart with the nur of your recognition. While we are carrying out our adhkar, our dhikr, in between add this dua in. We went to the haram on one occasion. We were on our way to the haram. It was the time of dhuhr, and Hazrat Mawlana Abrar al-Haq Sahab said to me regarding the dua, Allahumma ja'al fi qalbi nuraw wa fi sam'i nuraw. The dua goes on that, oh Allah, put nur into my heart, into my ears, into my eyes, into my flesh, into my hair. Complete. The dua is going right till the end. He asked, na itna bara admi, a man of such great capacity. But these were our elders. He asked this insignificant fellow, is Hakir se pucha? Is Hakir ko pucha? He asked me, saying that, Maulana, tell me that this dua that is mentioned, that we should read it before the Fajr Salat, can it be read at Zohar time and at other times? So I said, Hazrat, most definitely. And Allah Ta'ala give these Buzurgan Adin Jazai Khair. They used to ask. So that person, he was not careful regarding Taharat so he was getting adab in the qabr, and the other one went around slandering people, backbiting, etc. So naqlul kalam ilal ghair ala wajhil fasad, to pass on talk from this side to that side with the intention of mischief making and corruption. That is the meaning and the translation of namima. Rather, when there is great benefit, maslihat, wisdom, there's a big underlying reason, then even there's some type of permission that is granted that a person can speak a lie. Why? Because what is he doing it for? He's doing it so that two people can get together. So sulah can take place between two people. Here you doing this here so that fasad can come. Two people can turn away from one another. Two people can have animosity towards one another. Two people can separate. So our hearts, Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab, his age, at that age, right in the end of his life, also so much of ihtiyat and precaution. So Allah Ta'ala give us taharat and cleanse our souls and our bodies. These type of things very often happens when a person gets old, where he starts now struggling with his taharat, etc. So I say that put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Do whatever you can do. After that, hand it over to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah ta'ala purify us from najasat zahiri and batini. This dua is a dua at the time of musibat. I'll read it out to you. فَسَهِّلْ يَا إِلَهِ كُلَّ صَعْبٍ بِحُرْمَةِ سَيِّدِ الْأَبْرَارِ سَهِّلْ. That make easy, O Allah, every difficulty through the barakat and the sacredness of the leader of all the pious, meaning Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Sahil, O Allah, make it easy. This is also a type of a durood. Fasahil, Ya ilahi, kulla sa'bin, bihurmati sayyidil abrari sahil, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam. Allah Ta'ala made the tariq and this path to him so easy. Hazrat Maulana Yaqub Sahib used to say that this path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is so difficult and so long that we cannot even take one step. But if Allah Ta'ala so wishes, listen to this part, if Allah Ta'ala so wishes, then we can traverse and pass and cross the journey of hundreds and thousands of years in the spiritual path and suluk and walking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just in a few minutes. Allahu Akbar. Towards the end, we also learn, I was just reading the other day, that Hazrat Tanvi also had then some mazuri. Hazrat Khaja Sahib then said that Hazrat, something is messed here. And then Hazrat Tanvi then had it washed. So, like how this taharat, this external type of taharat, keeping ourselves clean, our body, our clothes, etc., is something which is matloob, required and desired. Similarly, taharat of the heart is most definitely required and desired. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib very briefly also would use the kaluk and the sandstones. Now these may be or seem to be small or insignificant, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it. So I was saying, in this zamana, in this age, we're putting up big structures, big buildings, but there's no proper intizam for in istinja, that there's no door also. So also at the time of bed, at the time of going to bed, retiring to bed at night, Awwalan, first and foremost, more desired and the ultimate to do at that time is to make wudu. And then if not wudu, then at least tayammum. And what bharosa do you have? What bharosa do you have when you wake up the next day? Allahu Akbar. So sleep with taharat. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam came out after relieving himself and he wiped his hands on the wall and carried out tayammum. The Sahaba inquired, "Oh Nabi of Allah, why did you do that in the presence of water? I mean, water is just here. If we just go there in front, there's water there." Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "I did not know will I reach the water first or would death reach me first. Therefore, I made tayammum because I want to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in taharat." So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the Nabi made so much ihtimam, was so worried and concerned about taharat. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahib used to take some quite long time in making his taharat, his istinja and his wudu. Thereafter, when that was done, then he would go through it. Dhuhr, Asr and Maghrib, most definitely his wudu, the same wudu. So make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah ta'ala makes sahulat and ease for us in taharat external and taharat internal. Taharat zahiri and taharat batini. Hazrat Wala then goes also on to explain that a person who has abhorrent character, badkhulq admi, even in tanhai, even in solitude, he is pareshan. He's sitting alone, but he's burning away. He's burning away because he has hasad, he has kibr. So do as much as you can, and then Allah Ta'ala will make maaf, the balance. Take a lot of precaution, however, do not go into exaggeration. Make dua that Allah Ta'ala blesses us with external taharat and internal taharat. Make dua that Allah Ta'ala gives us sukoon and peace in our hearts. Muhabbat-e-ghair, love for others, this is also a major type of najasat and impurity and filth. The muhabbat and the love should only be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Takabbur, pride, hasad, jealousy, and ghaflat, what can we say? It is ummul amrad. You're negligent regarding Allah. You should always, at every given point in time, be in the thought and in the dhikr and remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we are in ghaflat. Allah ta'ala make us maaf for that. And Allah purify us from all types of impurities. And Allah ta'ala call us in His court with complete and total purity and taharat. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.